Today, we had an ugly double bottom show up on the 1 minute chart. Between yesterday and today, you can see I have this ugly double bottom, and there's a handle here too. In a normal situation, in a normal market, I would say look for a rally in the morning and a push above 16 to confirm a move higher, all right? And at that point, I'd be looking for $17. Because that's the next significant level of support resistance. Up here towards 17.22, it's somewhere in there. It's not a precise target at all, but this is what I expect the next day, and then probably just a retrace of that. Whoops, let's draw a new line, and it'd probably be like at the 70% or 61.8. You know how the price likes to do that, and then maybe it lists a little higher into the close. That would be a really healthy, bounce off of that pink zone, and we'd have this nice channel come in like that, and it'd be happy days. That is really what I think should happen if this analysis were bullish, but it's still not bullish yet. Not until it gets up here. It needs to get out of this rectangle it's currently in. And the reason why I'm so wary is because the Fed meeting's tomorrow, and there's some economic news too. I was looking at the calendar on Thinkorswim, and Thinkorswim was saying that we have PMI final numbers coming out, MBA mortgage applications, and also retail sales. Now, retail sales could be a big indicator of a recession, right? And we know that there was negative growth first quarter of 2022. We know people's savings are starting to run out. We didn't quite reach full employment, I don't think. I really don't. And tomorrow we're going to see whether or not the Fed is going to surprise the markets or just move on business as usual. All those things together could send the markets one direction or the other very, very, very strongly. So I want to say it's probably not going to be technical moves or algorithmic buying, if you will, sending the price higher. I think there's going to be market news headlines that drive the price action, and I obviously can't predict that. What I can, though, is say that tomorrow's a big news day. And if we get a big news day, the markets could rally or collapse. And in the chance of a collapse, AMC moving to the downside, making a strong downward move, means coming down here to sub $14. That's what it means for AMC if news is bad tomorrow. If news is good tomorrow, we'll move up towards 17, and that's a huge range. I don't typically say, hey, we're going to be either hitting 17 or 13 tomorrow with a $4 range on a $15 stock. That's typically not how I do my analysis, but I'm going to be honest, this looks really good. Volume is still kind of low though. If you zoom out to the 15-minute time frame, you can see that there's this downtrend, and there is a little spike right here, but that's it. Otherwise, volume is still pretty low. Boom, and that was at the top of that rally. So that could be short interest entering the stock right there at that price level. And this is just another rectangle, it looks like back here, This looked like bullish reversal too, with this inverted head and shoulder type pattern and its breakout and measured move up that followed. But the price reached up towards the end of the day to the next important level of support and resistance, and then it began the next trend, which was down. And the price did its swoopies, and these scallops, or however you wanted to analyze these, until finally the pink zone started to offer support. Now we have another late day rally, and well, this is occurring on a breakout of that downtrend. It's so perfect. This looks so picture perfect bullish reversal that I am suspicious that tomorrow's news will actually break this and turn it around, and that would have a very incredible, impactful drop. Or this thing is going to take off because AMC tends to explode when it does. So what I'm going to do is open up a daily chart, and I'm going to talk about what that might look like. Again, this is what I think is really more likely is to see some rise like this. Let me refine this thought a little bit. Let's assume that this is the bottom, and I like to draw my Fibonacci's backwards. So I like to make 100% at the bottom and then pull it up. And when I do that, I would really expect to see, for a period of corrective bounce, I mean, geez, could it really go up to 22? I want to say 61.8%, but I mean, that's a huge rally. But, you know, AMC can do that. AMC can totally do that, you know? This could be in the cards. I don't really see why not. We have this prior high back here at 2096. That's above 70%. Yeah. I'm gonna be watching very, 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 very carefully. Oh, let me go over my day trades for the day. This video is weird, but honestly, this is where I'm at with AMC, is like, this feels and looks weird. This is too picture perfect. It's like, I feel like I'm being baited into this bullish trap. I was saying sitting out is totally fine. Today I didn't sit out. I played 2 calls today and 2 puts. I traded too much, and I whittled down my profits to single digits, which is stupid. But that happened because I had a trend line drawn incorrectly, and so I entered into a put prematurely, and that's why that happened. But here you go. Whoa. Yeah, my day trading chart's a mess today because we had this double top right early in the morning, right? And you can see I entered into a call here at the support, and then I sold it right at the top. I played that very well. When the price came down, I bought another call expecting a double bottom in here to form on this uptrending support that we had come in from yesterday. But instead the price moved sideways, and I bailed as soon as the price pushed out below that support at 14.96. For just a moment, I said I'm out. Boom, took a small loss. The price came back up and then started to reject the breakout price from that corrective uptrend. And at that time, I entered into a put, and then I held onto that put as the price fell. And right here, when that first candle that passed through that new downtrend, I exited that put right away. And then this is where I made my mistake, right here. So I had this trend line drawn, cutting out the tails back here of these candles. And what that did is it made this move look like a breakout over a level of horizontal support and resistance, right? And so I said, that's a great time to jump in. And then I got this big green bar. Like, damn it. And the price did start to come back down. And so I held on to it, and I held on to it. And I decided just to hold on until I had about $10 of losses. Because, again, until I saw this breakout, and this breakout confirm, I wasn't willing to take a loss on it because I'd already entered the contract, although it was premature. I would have waited longer, of course, had I drawn that trend line correctly down here. I wouldn't have entered that contract at all. Whatever. We all make mistakes, right? So I did bail out as soon as it occurred to me that this thing wasn't going to turn around. And really, for me, that was this increase in volume here. And you can see implied volatility just take a nosedive, and then it flipped and started to rise with the rally, which makes sense. And then look, it gave out. Interesting. So here's the thing. This could have been a topping pattern, right, above that downtrend, but instead we got this big push higher. 1, 2, 3. That's a strong ABC correction, and it stopped right here at 16. Was it really all that bullish, or did it just travel through the trading range of the last week? Now, there is a lot of support and resistance in here, and you can see the price just rushed through it, and it's been climbing along these levels for a while, last week or two, and now it's freely floating through them, which is really bullish, right? That is really bullish. The price did come back down to 1538. That was the price level at which we had the double tops. And if I just keep following this price over, you're going to see that this is an important level. We had 6 tests of 1538 that day. And we keep going back, and you can see bottoms forming and tops appearing right around this level. 1538, boom. That downtrend that started from the rejection of that double top that looks like today. If you just like cut out this nonsense, that weird pennant, that looks like today, doesn't it? Basically, but instead of getting this boom, this push down, you got this rally upward. So 1538 is a big level. If at tomorrow the price just blows past it downward, that's going to be really bearish. I think that's going to be really bearish. It's no coincidence to me that this is where the correction from today's rally ended and where the consolidation really began. I think that if we can get a clean second leg to this run, that would be great, and I would be very happy to trade calls through there, but it just feels like bait. Oh yeah, here's a perfect bullish reversal right before the Fed decides that it just can't take it anymore. Inflation's too high. They've got to recover the freaking rate of inflation. And I mean, yeah, $17 up here. Yeah, this is where I'm saying this. Price get bounced to $17. That's what I expect. Is a consolidation bounce to 17, and then a grinding sideways and a wedge or pennant. Whatever it shapes out to be. Hopefully it's a pennant, not a wedge. It takes 3 weeks to develop a wedge. Yeah, it's just too easy. This is too easy. This is way too easy for AMC. And tomorrow's news could have so much impact. Okay, I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah, I'm really uncertain. I am green on the day, which is all that matters to me. My chart is looking good, and I don't want to trade tomorrow until the Fed speaks, and then I'll just ride whatever wave the Fed starts, because they're going to start a wave. Undoubtedly, there's going to be a wave, and there's probably going to be a couple of tricks while it's happening. So I'm going to wait for the news, and then I'm going to wait longer, and then maybe I even just trade the corrective move from the wave that the Fed starts. Unless it's down. If it's down, oh my goodness, I'm hopping in. Okay. I don't know what to say about this video. It's just me rambling, but really, like, this looks so good. Does that look good? That looks great. Looks so bullish. Is it too good to be true? Is it?